A very cheerful morning to all my lovely students. Hope you all would be fit and fine and would be utilizing your precious time. In our previous video, we read about the coastline of India, which stretches from Gujarat in the west to West Bengal in the east. Further, we read about its divisions. Mainly two divisions are west side, western coastal plain, and on east side there is eastern coastal plain, which is near Bay of Bengal. Further, we read about their subdivisions and we discussed few points about the western coastal plain. In this video, we will discuss about the eastern coastal plain. The eastern coastal plain is a wide stretch of land lying between the Eastern Ghats and the Bay of Bengal. Let's see in the map. Here, the eastern coastal plain is a wide stretch of land. You can see in the picture also. We discussed in our previous video that the western coastal plain is a narrow strip of land. There is a narrow strip of land. But the eastern coastal plain is a wide stretch of land. And it stretches between Bay of Bengal and Eastern Ghats. Here Eastern Ghats and here is Bay of Bengal. It is lying between Eastern Ghats and Bay of Bengal. It's a wide stretch of land. Fine. Here in western coastal plain there is a narrow strip of land. In eastern coastal plain there is a wide stretch of land. Fine. Let's move further. It stretches from delta of Ganga in the north to Kanyakumari in the south. Let's see. Here, from here it stretches delta of Ganga in the north to Kanyakumari in the south. It stretches. The eastern coastal plain stretches from delta of Ganga in the north to Kanyakumari in the south. Fine. It is divided into two divisions. The northern circus in the north and the Coromandel coast in the south. Look here in this picture. Northern circus in the north side. Look here. Northern circus in the north side and southern side it is Coromandel coast. The two divisions on eastern coastal plains are northern circus and Coromandel coast. Fine. The northern circus actually covers the state of Odisha and some parts of Andhra Pradesh, and the Coromandel coast stretches in that covers Tamil Nadu and a few parts of Andhra Pradesh. Fine. Let's move further. Yes, look here. The Coromandel coast stretches from Nellore up to Kanyakumari and northern circus from Nellore up to delta of Ganga. The eastern coastal plain is broader and drained by many major rivers like Ganga, Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri. These rivers form large and fertile deltas along their mouths. Do you know what are deltas? Yes, can anybody tell? Yes, bache. Look, river delta is actually a landform created by a deposition. Fine. Landform created by the deposition of sediments that are carried by rivers. Rivers, they carry sediments or soil with them that is deposited and form deltas along the mouth of rivers. Fine. So these deltas are very fertile. The eastern coast is a long stretch of plain and has a few lagoons. Fine. In our previous chapter, in our previous video, we read about the western coast, and in this video, we are discussing eastern coastal plain. The eastern coast is long stretch of plain. Here the plain is stretched. That area is bigger than the western coastal plain, and this area has few lagoons. The largest lagoons of India lie the Chilka Lake, that is in the state of Odisha. Fine. The west coast and the eastern coast meet at Kanyakumari. You can see in the picture also. Look here. The western coastal plain and eastern coastal plain, they meet here at this point. So this is Kanyakumari. Fine. Yes. States along the coastal plains are Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, West Bengal and Pondicherry. Now we will read about the group of islands. India has two group of islands. How many group of islands? Two group of islands. The Andaman and Nicobar Island, and the second one is, which is also known as Emerald Island. Keep in mind, Andaman and Nicobar Island is also known as Emerald Island, and the second one is Lakshadweep Island. Fine. The Lakshadweep Island, the smallest among the Union territories. Lakshadweep Islands are also known as coral islands of the country. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands lying in Bay of Bengal consist of mainly volcanic and a few coral islands. The region also comprises of deciduous and evergreen forests. Means here the forests are evergreen due to the climatic conditions. Only 38 islands out of 572 islands have permanent inhabitants. Means the people live on only 38 islands. Rest islands are actually just sandbars. Fine. Look here. Though there are 572 islands in Andaman and Nicobar Island, but only 38 are having people. The people live on 38 only. Clear? Now we'll talk about Lakshadweep Islands. The Lakshadweep Islands are mainly coral islands. Coral are actually hard substance. They are actually formed by the bones of small sea creatures. Means they are red, blue and red, pink and white in color. They are hard substances. Fine. So the Lakshadweep Islands are mainly coral islands of the Kerala coast. They lie in the Arabian Sea. Only 11 of the 36 islands are inhabited. Inhabited means people live on only 11 islands out of 36. Though there are 36 islands in Lakshadweep, but on 11 islands the people live. Fine. Is it clear to you all? Let's move further. Now we will talk about the climate. Fine. The coastal plains of peninsular India have a tropical humid climate. Yes, here the India has been called peninsular. Peninsular, why it is peninsular? It is covered with water from its three sides. Fine. So that is the reason it is called peninsular. The coastal plains of peninsular India have a tropical humid climate. Humid. Yes, because, bache, look here. The damp climate, tropical humid climate means the damp climate in which all 12 months have mean temperatures above 18 degrees Celsius, and some tropical areas have rain throughout the year, usually in afternoon. Fine. So these are having humid climate. They are influenced by seas and experience a moderate climate which is neither too hot or not too cold. The seasonal winds also affect the climate of plains. It is near the sea, the coastal area, the coastal plain is near the sea. So, the seasonal winds also affect the climate of plains. The southwest monsoons bring heavy rainfall to the western coastal plain. Actually, the southwest monsoons flow from western side. So, they bring very heavy rainfall to the western coastal plain from June to September month. The eastern coastal plain gets rainfall during October and November because of retreating southwest monsoon, and from December to January due to northeast monsoon winds. The climate that exists in the island is a moderate one known as marine climate. Means the climate that exists in this island is a moderate one. So being moderate, it is also known as maritime climate. Fine. Let's move further. Now we'll talk about the people of this region. Yes. The coastal plains, being very fertile with pleasant climate, support a very large population. If we talk about the plain area near the coast, so that is very fertile because it is near the sea. So soil is very fertile with pleasant climate. So due to pleasant climate and fertile soil, people live there. It supports a very large population, means number of people live there. The people of the eastern coastal plains are mainly farmers. They do farming, agriculture. They are indulged in agricultural activities. Fine. As it encloses many fertile deltas. The people of western coastal plains are mainly fishermen. As I told you earlier, on western side, the area is much suitable for fishing. So, the people of western coastal plain are specifically indulged in the fishing activities. They are mainly fishermen. Fine. They are known for their skill in making handicraft using coir, shells, etc. The island of Lakshadweep and Andaman and Nicobar are mostly inhabited by tribal. Means the tribal people live on these islands, Lakshadweep and Andaman Nicobar Dweep. Fine. Now we'll talk about major parts of western and eastern coastal plains. Yes, ports are cities with harbors where the ships are anchored. Kochi, Mangalore, Calicut, Marmagoa, Mumbai and Kandla are the major ports of western coast. If we talk about the western coast, there are some major ports. They are Calicut, Marmagoa, Mumbai and Kandla. They are major ports of western coast. Clear? Haldia, Paradeep, Visakhapatnam, Chennai and Tuticorin are the major ports of eastern coast. Mumbai is the biggest port in India. Which is the biggest port? Mumbai is the biggest port in India. Visakhapatnam and Kochi have shipbuilding yards. In Visakhapatnam and Kochi there are shipbuilding yards. Now we will talk about the importance of coastal plains and islands. The deltas of the major rivers of East Coast, which have very fertile alluvial soil, are important for agriculture. Means on eastern coastal plain, the fertile, that is very fertile, as we have read earlier, the eastern coastal plain are having deltas and western coastal plains are having estuaries. So eastern coastal plains are having deltas which are very fertile. So they have very fertile, they are very fertile, having alluvial soil which is important for agriculture. And on western coastal plain we have read that that area is very western coastal plain is suitable for fishing. So fishing is the major occupation of the people on the west coast, and they export fishes to other countries also. The beaches of coastal plains are tourist attractions, means the tourists came to see these beaches. The beauty of these beaches attract them towards it. Fine. Let's move further. The forests of Sundarban are the home of Royal Bengal tigers. The forest of Sundarban means in Sundarban forest there are so many Royal Bengal tigers. That is the home of Royal Bengal tigers. The Rann of Kutch in the state of Gujarat is famous for flamingos and wild asses. The seaports on the coastal plain helps in the development of trade with other countries. Fine. With trade means, yes, business. So the seaports on the coastal plains, there are so many seaports. So this is helpful in developing the trade with other countries. Pleasant climate and good amount of rainfall of this region support a large population. Means the climate of coastal plains are very pleasant and the rainfall is in very good amount. So this support a large population. A number of people live in coastal areas. Fine. I hope you all have understood the chapter now. We will meet in our next video. Till then, keep learning. Bye-bye.